Hey there, YouTube, and good morning to all of you. Extremely early morning. It's 1 a.m. right now, and in all honesty, I should be either in bed right now, or I should be working on my humanities final project, which I have to turn in a rough tomorrow, but I haven't even done the very first draft to begin with. But big procrastinator, what can I say? I'd much rather be up making horrible, awful videos to entertain and disturb you guys. So first, before I get to the point of this video, I will say this handsome devil is my rockin' horse from when I was like way itty bitty. I like it. It's fluffy and blue, but it has my birth name, so that kind of makes me sad. I've been tempted to take a Sharpie marker and write it out, but I think my family would kill me more so if I actually ever did that. Unrelated point number 2. My scarf. I love this scarf. It's not even cold down here. It's actually kind of warm. But I really love wearing this scarf because it's really fluffy and soft, and one of my favorite coworkers made it, but she unfortunately got fired from some horrible bad things, which kind of sucks, but hey, it happens, I guess, right? Anyway, it's amazing. So, the real point of this video, other than to, bug you guys and harass you all, is that, a thought kind of sort of occurred to me earlier today, in the sense that, when I made my first update on my testosterone appointments, I didn't really tell you guys a lot of what he said, and now that I thought about it, I think it might be helpful for some of you guys if I kind of discussed what he told me. Because these were things I actually did not know myself, even though I'd, been researching on the internet for like a year and a half before I went to him. Anyway, first thing he said to me was that there are several different ways that the body creates estrogen. It does not just come from your ovaries and your ovary sockets, which really sucks for us guys who should not have those things in the first place. Anyway, as trans guys, we obviously want to cut down on all of the estrogen in our systems that we can, so that it doesn't negate the effects of the testosterone that we are jabbing into our thighs and our butts, because that really hurts and it's way super horribly expensive. So there are a few ways to kind of cut down on how your body produces this horrible woman drug. Number 1 would be that stress causes our bodies to produce estrogen. I don't know why, but it does for some reason. So it can be really helpful for us to kind of figure out, well, hey, what causes me the most stress? Is it work? Is it friends? Is it school? Is it family? Is it the fact that I'm not getting laid every Friday night? And find ways to counter that stress, whether it be meditation, hot tea, watching lots of smutty yaoi, or, hiring a prostitute to get your rocks off for you. Find a way to get rid of that stress, because it will help you out. At home. Number 2. Fat produces estrogen. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm not sure. My eyebrows are really expressive tonight. I'm sorry if they creep you out. They also kind of look like caterpillars, because I used a lot of eyebrow pencil on them, because they're really funny shaped normally. But anyway, fat. Like I said, it makes estrogen, which really sucks if you're like me and you've got really massively huge thunder thighs. You obviously haven't seen them, but trust me, they're like huge and they're awful, and I hate them. So honestly, if you're kind of chunky like I am, getting rid of as much fat as possible is a good idea. Obviously, don't overdo it. Don't become anorexic. That's really stupid. Don't become bulimic either, because that's not a loophole to get out of it. But, so yeah, besides, getting cardio, doing your exercise, not only will it make you healthier in general, but it will also combat those awful curves that we have, the horrible hourglass figure going on. being slimmer, being leaner will help you look like a stick, which is what trans guys want, or at least it's what I want. I wish I had no curves. I wish I was a straight line, but I'm not. So I do my best to pretend to be a straight line. Unfortunately, right now it kind of means adding extra padding to my sides, which in turn just makes me look awful fat. But I'd rather be fat than be curvy, because I get less attention from men this way. Because I'm sorry, guys, I don't want your dick. I'm sorry, but I just don't. Yes, I want mine of my own, but I don't want yours. So please keep it away from me and my beloved lady parts land, which, you know, is not really beloved in my opinion anyway. And, so if you're like me and you're way too afraid to join a gym or to go biking or running alongside of your road because I live in a really sketchy neighborhood, don't use that as an excuse to not exercise, because guess what, guys? As of a few nights ago, I have decided to do at least, if not more, 1 hour of DDR every night. Yes, DDR, Dance Dance Revolution, the horrible, cheesy Japanese video game from way back in the day. I know it sounds really dumb, but it is really good cardio, especially if you're on the higher levels. Holy hell, jumping in one spot for an hour? You try to do that and not break a sweat. It's fun. Oh, fuck, it kicks my butt. And lastly, probably not leastly though, there are also certain foods that contain estrogen in them as well. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, again with like the whole fat comment, but seriously, I can't remember which foods are that do make estrogen or that have estrogen. I don't know what it is, one of the two. But I know the beer has estrogen in it, which I find really, really funny because it's the man drink and it's all manly, and manly men drink it and they have a beer gut. And that's like super hyper masculine, but it has estrogen. I don't get it. I think it's really funny. I also think it's why my uncle's such a girl. But shh, don't tell him that. I love you, Uncle Jamie. Hopefully he never sees this video, or any of my videos for that matter, because I'm kind of creepy on film. Creepier, that is. I used to have a list of estrogenic foods, but I lost it. I don't know where it is. You know, and obviously with all these, you don't have to completely cut out all the estrogenic foods in your life, because God, there's a lot of them. But it is a good idea to just kind of, you know, treat them as a treat or as a goodie and try to go kind of light on them, because the less estrogen we have in our bodies, the better for us. If you're a trans dude like me, which if you're watching this, you probably are, because I don't say anything of any interest to normal people. But I'm gonna have to go and look those up again, and when I do, I will be sure to make another video for you guys, kind of listing some of those off. And I also found a list for estrogen blocking food, which is kind of good too. So I'll go ahead and post those up as well for you later on. And now I think that I am pretty much done. So hopefully I'm gonna go, and hopefully I'm gonna go to bed, because I have a really early morning and I have a lot of shit to do, including uploading all of these horrible videos. Yay! But I do hope that I've been somewhat helpful, if not at least a tiny bit entertaining. And you know, if anything, I hope that you've at least chuckled at me once during these last 9 minutes and 25 seconds. If not, then maybe you've laughed at my horrible attempts at comedy. Really cheesy, lame, watery comedy, which probably isn't funny at all. So, good night, you guys, and good morning. Sleep well.